Don't mind if I do.
Stage 0, that's cheating.
No, it's not. Technically, it's Stage 00. I had to beat the whole Strider 1 again on PlayStation 1. And now we come to this point where we do the sequel.
Well,
a sequel that takes place about 2,000 years into the future, where, despite our efforts to defeat the Grand Master of Mayo in the last game, his ambitions were more or less fully realized. His own...
Dr. Doom!
Yeah, his own sons as a god have been able to... they've been born onto this planet and have caused nothing but trouble within the past 2,000 years or so. So much so that, you know, history repeats itself. He rules the world, and we, as the next Strider, have to, well, stop him yet again.
Are we related to the first Strider, or no?
It's never said outright what our current Strider hero is like compared to the first one. It's just that, we're more or less reliving history. We have to take out the Grandmaster Mayo more or less the same way. We look more or less the same like him, and, you know, it's something we can get more into as we play through the game. So, Matt, Doug, welcome to the world of Strider.
Welcome.
Yes, hi. I'd like to mention that plot you just said 100% also happens in the world of Adventure Time. Thank you, Fiona and Cake.
Oh dear.
My lord.
So, I'll be starting the game off through Stage 00, because again, you can only get this level if you beat the original Strider 1, which, fun fact, Strider 2 was released as a dual-disc pack for the PlayStation, which included both the first game and the sequel. And if you beat the first game, you unlock this level, which serves as a sort of prologue to this game's events.
Okay, so an actual deliberate, like, hey, you who are familiar with the original game, here's how we're going to actually try to link these... Oh, thank you. Here's how we're going to try and link these two...
Don't worry, it's all in Japanese.
Okay. Like here's how we're going to try and link the plots of these two games together. Stay tuned, kiddies.
So, guys, who's up for a trip to El Dorado?
El Dorado.
El Dorado is a city of gold.
They built El Dorado. I'm trying to remember.
So this Strider here, I mean, he controls similarly to the Strider of old. Unfortunately, he can't attack and move at the exact same time for whatever reason, unless he's dashing like this.
Ooh.
He can still climb like this. He's also got a few other tricks up his sleeve, like if you press up and down when you jump, you can do this little attack.
Wow.
Also, this game is in glorious 2.5D.
Let's see, that looks like a new... That I think that's new for the series at this point.
Yep.
And all you gotta know then is that if you never played... Wow.
We'll be right back after this commercial break. And welcome back to your regularly scheduled trip through El Dorado.
That's quick.
All you gotta know is that if you never played it before, Matt or Doug, is that Strider is probably one of the more... Oh, hello. It's probably one of the most adept platforming champions that we've seen in quite some time, able to scale walls and ceilings with ease.
Also, that commercial break was interesting, but did we really have to watch the Grubhub commercial? I didn't have to go through seeing that again.
Hey, listen, Matt, that Grubhub commercials 3D effects were developed right around the time of the PlayStation 1's 3D technology, and they really wanted to show it off.
I don't think that's true.
So yeah, to catch you guys up to speed, so the entire point of the game is that there's this evil, as far as we're concerned, intergalactic entity known as the Grandmaster, or as he was called in the first game and the reboot, Grandmaster Mayo. That's M-E-I-O. As opposed to...
I don't care. I'm calling him Grandmaster Mayonnaise.
That's fair. Whoa. But,
he pretty much... He literally has the powers to... With his powers, he was able to conquer the world relatively easily. I hate that part.
I have an idea for a run-on joke, but we'll get to it.
Thank you.
So yeah, 2,000 years ago, Strider Hero was able to take him down with the power of his beam cipher right here. Unfortunately, in the process, he was able to more or less cause a cataclysmic event across the Earth that more or less destroyed most of the populace and replaced it with his own. So now we live in a world where a good majority of the populace believes that Mayo is their god, and well...
Whoopsies.
All hail Grandmaster Ranch!
Yeah, essentially. And don't worry, this game has unlimited continues, so I mean, I may be able to die right then and there, but I can just revive on the spot, so this will be relatively easy.
Thank you, limitations. Thank you, console, for surpassing the limitations of arcade cabinets. Because yeah, when James did this my lord, when James did this originally, he had to beat it as if it was on the original arcade cabinet.
Yep. Actually, let me do something real quick, because I just realized I never even bothered to change my controls with this one.
That would help.
There we go. Much better.
Nice.
Now then, where was I?
That's actually neat that all that is just built into this game.
One thing new to Strider 2 is that Hiru has a boost mode, which you can activate if you have any B-balls on your possession, which grants your Cypher some pretty epic beams, like literal projectile powers.
How many tails does this thing have?
Too many.
A lot. So, while we are charging into the heat of battle, Matt, Doug, have you guys ever played or heard of a Strider?
I mean, I definitely heard of Strider. Through, like...
Just be honest with us, you only know Strider because of Marvel vs. Capcom.
Shut the fuck up.
But it was not incorrect.
To be fair, his inclusion in the original Marvel vs. Capcom is the reason why this sequel exists, which also coincided with the 10th anniversary of the original game.
That's fair. It's kind of like with Fire Emblems and Smash Brothers.
Exactly.
But no, I knew of Strider mainly through Marvel vs. Capcom, of course. Oh my god, how many tails! But no, like, I knew of that. However, there was a PS4 Strider game that came out, oh my god, almost a decade ago.
Actually, shit, yeah, in a year from now, that game will be 10 years old.
Yep, and I own it, and I've not played it yet. But I should.
You should.
You really should. It's a really good Metroidvania. It's just... I don't know, truth be told, I still need to beat it myself. Like, I've had it for so long, I respect it a lot, but it's also like, for some reason, I never took the time to actually fully beat it.
Well, I do recommend it. From what I've seen, it plays pretty well and makes you, and honestly, I think it was a pretty good fit for it was a pretty good fit for a genre to do, considering, you know, the utter mobility of a Strider. Sorry about that. I died for a moment there. I'm back. So,
what I missed?
I don't know why I fucking love your sounds. Just
all right. What is the last thing we had to shoot?
This thing.
Oh, the dick. All right. Well, careful.
We must shoot the dick.
He's pulling his cock out.
And where else would a Grand Doomsday's ultimate weakness be found? Why is it still moving?
Listen, if I'm able to beat Johnny Cage, I will be gifted by giving everyone the nut punch. I'm saving everyone's lives.
So, ladies and gentlemen, meet the Grandmaster of Mayo. He's been freed by a rogue Strider named Strider Hien. Funny story about that. He is a traitor amongst the Striders and literally is responsible for the organization's demise. We're literally the only one left.
So
we will be the only one up against Grandmaster Mustard.
Yes.
Essentially.
Grandmaster Mustard, who, as we all know, conquered the world in the study with the candelabra. That's a slow burner for any y'all Tim Curry fans out there and board game enthusiasts. Jesus. Nice!
Nice.
Believe it or not, that didn't even kill him.
What? He exploded into frickin' oh god, what were those like sour, those like solid candy disc things called? Oh my god, it's been so long.
Lifesavers?
Maybe? No, they're smooth. I'm looking this up, but hang on, story time.
Oh yeah, should also be said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm using a specialized hack of this game that includes the Japanese VO that was omitted from the English release.
Oh yeah, I'm fine with that.
Figured it'd make things a little more complete, but otherwise it's more or less the same game.
Okay.
So yeah, he tries to act like, you know, we're fighting for the wrong side, and it's like, bitch, he's evil.
How? Like he literally said he wants to conquer the universe. What good guy says that?
Really quick, I love this anime style because this is actually like, this is unique for the, what is this, late 90s, early 2000s this came out?
Yep, this came out in 99.
Yeah, because most 90s anime didn't have this kind of art style. This is more of a mid-2000s type.
Yeah, it would have its time.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright.
So now we have the choice between the first couple of levels. We can literally head on to the city where there's a bunch of terrorists occupying it. We can head on to a literal European castle to to uncover distorted technology, or we could head on straight to Antarctica.
Oh my.
God damn.
What do you guys propose we do first?
Go in order.
Go in order. Oh.
All right, let's go take out the terrorists.
Okay. Also, I found the name of the candy. It was Spree.
Spree. I can't say I've heard of that particular candy.
I've never heard of that candy.
They would come in super thin rolls. They're not popular by any means, but I remember seeing them in some movie theaters. They come in very, very thin rolls, and whenever you opened them, they were like very like solid colored like round discs that the point clusters in this game reminded me of.
Interesting. Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Neo Hong Kong.
Woo.
In the original game, the first level actually took place in a Russian city, whereas here we're heading straight to Hong Kong, or just all over the world, really.
Jeez.
Man, this road is fucked up.
Yeah, no, and look, it's the Bumblebee from Mega Man X. Goodbye, Bumblebee from Mega Man X. Well, if we move forward into the stage now, though, we can fly.
Are you a terrorist? Oh, yes, I am.
I was gonna say, I mean, his name tag says right there.
My name is legally called terrorist.
I wonder if I set the difficulty a little too easy. Well, no matter.
Can we swap it like on the fly?
Not on the fly, unfortunately. I had to start the game over from scratch if I wanted to do that, but it's okay. The game's gonna get harder from here anyway.
I mean, that's how these coin munching games always go. Lull you into a false sense of security, and then grab right for the mom and pop allowance. Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, look at this one. I'm sorry. I'm kind of giving myself a slight disadvantage by having the rapid fire turned off. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of this by rapidly pressing the button.
You got this. First, a cow. So first I'll ask: have you? Was this game on arcades or only consoles?
It was on arcades, but it's primarily known for its PlayStation release.
Okay.
Which, speaking of being known for its PlayStation release, fun fact about those that got this game in the US, there was a very slight snafu that occurred during the disc production.
Oh.
The disc that should contain the original Strider has Strider 2, whereas the disc that should have Strider 2 has Strider 1, leading to some awkward confusion for us in the West that bought it.
Wow, they really threw out everything that was good about Strider 1 and Strider 2, and they like downgraded the visuals to just plain old pixels. And
it looks like trash straight out of the 90s.
And what's with the freaking overpowered T-Rex robo? I mean, that doesn't make sense at all.
That. Yeah, fuck that thing. Am I right?
Why is this a prequel now?
Yeah, why is this a prequel set 2,000 years into the past?
Man, you're making me now think of maybe I should play some of the Armored Core, especially because Armored Core 6 just came out. Like, I really wonder if I should like look at any of the Armored Core games. Armored Core 4.
I've heard a lot of good things about Armored Core 6.
Armored Core 6 is good. I would, from what I've seen and done, Armored Core 4 is fantastic, especially the one of its spin-off games. I mean, essentially, as far as like how you would be viewing it, it's essentially Metal Wolf Chaos, but actually meant to be taken seriously.
Oh. So not as good.
Yeah, not as good. I mean, like, but the music and like the control. What the hell? Oh, it's the three sisters again.
Yep, it's Ton Poo and her two sisters
and her amazing friends.
You know, the support characters from Marvel vs. Capcom who are actually evil.
Yeah. Well, as we take care of some more angry gymnasts, Hype, what do you think so far of what you're seeing with Strider? Which we almost called it Shredder. With Strider 2.
Don't remind me of what happened before the session, but as far as like the game here goes, it definitely looks very vibrant compared to the first game in terms of just visuals. Like, I'll admit it was a little jarring at first, getting used to like just the 2D sprites against like the 3D buildings like this. But you know, once I got past that, it looks really good. Like, it just looks about on par with the first game so far.
Honestly, though, you bring that up. I think that's primarily why so far this game hasn't had a re-release beyond being put on the PlayStation Store. Because unlike most other Capcom releases, they pretty much went the whole way of adding in 2D sprites into a 3D background. And the engine itself, I want to say, runs off of something that's native to the PlayStation. Hence why it got its port so easily.
I mean, that's fair. For me, it's not as jarring because I had that weird Hercules PlayStation game, which I think did something very similar.
Herculade.
Herculade. Careful.
Ooh.
Careful, I am.
Oh.
Yeah,
hey,
the
Solo.
one where the infamous "I'll get your sword for you, Danny."
I'll get your sword. You need your sword. Also,
It's sword.
the visuals. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I can do it for the channel because I'm not that good at the game. Like to get to the final boss, unless I were to use cheat codes, unfortunately. But at least towards the end of it. But the city visual back. The city backdrop is giving me a lot of strong vibes to Einhander.
Oh, yeah, it does kind of look like that, now that you mention it. Oh, yeah, one other thing I just remembered. One other thing that Strider can do is that if you jump immediately from a dash and hold back, he does like this whole backward flip. I haven't found too much of a use for it, but I guess it's supposed to be like a sort of a defensive maneuver. Or, ow, shit.
To be cruelly copied by Mario in
Ouch.
Mario 60.
Honestly, feels like something that he copied more off of Richter Belmont. Like, remember when he had that whole
The
backwards jump
slide
sort of thing?
Yeah, the slide jump thing.
Jesus.
I'm on.
Ooh.
Ah, shit.
Whoa.
He got me the one time, but He's
Whoa.
not gonna get me this time!
I thought you were about to do it a
Hold on,
second.
he got me this one time. He won't get me again. I got me instead.
It's me.
You won't get me again. He won't get me again.
Wait,
He won't get me again.
I bet you won't expect me to get him again. Also, I don't know where this guy we just landed on this guy. He was just patrolling the city, and we just kind of messed him up now.
How convenient.
Listen, he was doing his daily job, and then we just had to fucking run his deck.
Yeah, go burst mode, and you'll be just fine.
You know, I'm not sure how to feel about this compared to the fucking
Snake thing?
whole floating snake that was comprised of the entire Russian Senate.
This one's just silly because it has little squeaky hammers for weapon.
You may be wondering what happened to Hiro after that.
The game hopes you don't think too hard about that.
Don't worry, he landed safe. I can't say the same for Tom Poo and her sisters, though.
You still think you can leave us?
The world belongs to him, and we are his children, and he owes you too. Yeah, so what, bitch?
I'm not going to be a servant to Master Dijon.
Master Dijon.
Why do they keep getting my name wrong? It's Mayo.
Dijon.
That's right, Master
It
Ketchup,
is
sir.
his.
So, technically, since we did finish one of the 3 levels, we also have access to another level called the Flying Battleship Balrog. So I'm going to save that one for last, because that's a better tie into the final level. There's technically only 5 levels in the game, 6 if we also count level 0, 0.
Oh, okay, so we're on our way then.
I was about to say, the moment you said this, John, I had the feeling someone was gonna make that fucking DuckTales reference.
It really is. I'm so glad you caught on. I like that movie.
I love that movie,
I grew up
man.
with that on VHS.
I actually grew it up on DVD.
That I'm not going to lie. I think that I'm still disappointed that the villain of that movie is like the only like major DuckTales character that did not return for the reboot. It could have been a great villain.
Right? Yeah.
Right?
Like it could have been a great villain that even Magica would need to like team up with them to like again the difference between like ruling the world or destroying it, like that would have to be something even Magica would need to have like teamed with them or something.
I will say the villain that they do have for the final season, he's an original character, but he actually is really effective. Like he's a really effective.
Oh yeah.
villain.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, no,
Straight up.
Murloc was fun. Honestly,
I'm not talking about
I'm surprised
Murloc.
those that apparently he's original to DuckTales. I always figured like he was a Carl Barks character the whole time, but no.
But yeah, no. Matt's talking about the villain that they went with for the DuckTales reboot.
Yeah, in the final season.
I still need to catch up on that, so I need to avoid spoilers
Same.
wherever I can. But
Yes, you do.
But I will say that
Oh, hey, nice middle pony.
we're gonna kill it. I'm sorry. Just give you that heads up. Metal Angst is his name. He surfs all day online, writing poetry and listening to Green Day albums.
I love how over the top his name is.
Oh, hey, it's nice.
Like his name sounds like a ska band. Like it looks and sounds like a ska band. Like Motley Crue or something like that. I don't know.
I could see that. Anyway, there you go.
Oh, that was easy.
What the hell is the point?
Is there anything that my Cypher can't break?
The mold. Only shooting stars can do that.
Oh shit! I can't break that thing. What's one?
Whee! Mines. But no, what was it? Does the Phantom Blot appear in the remaster?
Yes!
In the.
He does.
Really?
Yes, voiced by, of all people, Giancarlo Esposito, aka Gus from Breaking Bad.
Oh, cool.
Does he have more lines than he did in Mutant Mayhem?
Yes, no, he actually does have more lines in that show.
My brother.
I will avenge him.
You should look the other way, Strider. There you go. Sturmgeschütz.
Let me see if I can do this, because cool thing is that most enemies in this game actually don't actually hurt you via contact.
Oh, perfect. Now that means you can just like get right in the middle of them and do that jump in the air slash thingy.
By the way, random thing, speaking of Giancarlo needs to do more voice work, because he does a shit ton already, but oh my god, he's so good.
Your solution is, hey, the thing that you're already being like used and worked.
Okay, no, hold up, shut up. That's not what I mean. I'm saying that he does have a lot of voice work, but he's not primarily hired for his voice work. I feel like he needs to do, like, I want to see him do more, okay? Shut up, man.
Ow.
Ow.
He was there, see. Should probably see that coming. Oh. Hang on, as we do more damage to this. Nice.
Yeah.
I will ask, what is it, now that you are like an official, like, now that now that you have actually been like doing way more of this than I thought you would, and you've been doing a really good job with it, like, how does it feel to be a sprite artist?
Oh, well, it's kind of funny that you mentioned that. I actually did used to do sprite artists. I actually did used to do like sprite animations, like back when I was part of the Mugen community. But I kind of quit because that was right around the time I wanted to like really seriously focus on my voice work.
I didn't know you were part of the Mugen community.
Oh yeah, like ages ago. Like, I'll admit that was when I was like very much green with being an artist. Like, the stuff I made could have been a lot better. I like to think what I'm doing with a Sonic Robo Blast 2 card is at least a little bit better by comparison, or at least a little more consistent.
Oh, I'm so terribly sorry, sir.
Enough,
I stumbled in the middle of a LARPing session.
Oh, he's dead.
Oops. That fucker straight up dead. He ain't coming back from that.
Unfortunate.
We'll never see him again.
Well, now you got me curious. So, what sort of characters did you make from Mugen Hype?
Well, it wasn't like me entirely making characters, because the thing is that like I only primarily did pixel work. Like I had to have like a second person help me with the coding, because like when it comes to like any level of coding, I'm just greatly intimidated by it. Like, even if it's like rudimentary, I just feel like my brain cannot wrap around a lot of it, so I usually had other people help me with it. But as far as like characters, mostly helped out with like a handful of Marvel stuff.
Oh,
I will say your sprite work is really good. In fact, I kind of want to commission you to do some. But yeah, no.
Aww. Careful. Yeah. No.
Excuse me, sir. Pardon me, sir.
He's kind of chilled out. Careful. Careful. Yahoo!
So I'm not entirely certain where this area takes place in. I want to say Germany.
I assume so, because of all the sudden German names like Sturmgeschütz and Metal Angst.
It might be Germany.
Metal Angst.
That's what it sounded. That's what it read like.
I know.
Oh yeah. By the way, I was actually mildly impressed with the effect of the of your boost slashes, how they kind of like how they kind of phase in and out of the third dimension and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Give me that health. Yay.
I'll take that.
So difficulty, would you say this is easier or harder than Strider 1?
A slight bit easier. It's a slight bit easier just because the checkpoints in this one are far more generous.
Yeah. Back then, back then you could have a checkpoint before a boss, I think, but otherwise you had to do the entire level in a more or less clean run, unless you got like very lucky in the final stages.
Right. Not to mention the fact that with this game, you can it's much easier to change the difficulty as well. Like, you can make it as easy as you want, or make it as ball-bustingly hard as you want.
That's called accessibility. Wild Arms Reloaded, or Wild Guns Reloaded.
Wouldn't that be nice? Hello, cow.
I'm still. Instead is still like I get it. Like, I understand the whole deal. We need to get good, but with Parsec and stuff, and like, if we just want to play casually, like, no, we don't have time to get good. We just want to like have a fun, like, turn your brain off and have some fun, like.
We just want to have a
in
blast.
the Wild West. Yeah.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. I've been loving a good handful of, like, the remakes that that have been part of the whole Tango project. But I swear they're also the literal monkey's paw of the game industry, just because there's a lot of great about them, but they always add in like that one caveat that kind of just sours the experience somewhat.
Yeah.
Like with when Wild Guns Reloaded multiplayer, you literally have to play it on hard mode with no continues. With the second game, which was I want to say that one was the Ninja Savior's Returns. Also, hello, nice wig you got there.
Herzog Schlang.
Shalong.
Herzog Schlang.
It's like, don't call me that.
Speaking of schlong, look at the multiple heads of this thing.
There you go.
God damn.
You don't have to worry about hitting them though. You just got to worry about the guy controlling them.
Okay.
But anyway, what was I going to say? The second game in the project, was it a Ninja Savior's Return?
Yes.
Every character shares the same health bar, and I think there's at least one character you have to unlock. The Pocky and Rocky remaster. I forget what that one was called, but or Reshrine. The game's story mode was locked to single player only.
What?
And I know there's a fourth game that they're making, and it's not out yet as of this recording, but I don't know if that one's going to have a really bad caveat or not, but, you know, hopefully they've learned after 3 games.
It'd be nice.
And... oh, there we go.
You may have defeated me, but you'll never defeat Master Barbecue Sauce.
You know what? That essentially is what he's going to say later, like in a minute.
Wait for it. You're insanely stupid.
And you're deranged. I mean, look at you.
Says the man with that wig. And
Aren't
mustache.
you afraid of dying?
You know, I gotta say regarding this, how this game portrays Hiru here, it's like, depending on the shot, the guy looks like, you know, he's the hero at the end of the day, but sometimes the game makes him look fucking evil.
This is who I am.
Yeah, it does feel an awful lot like that. But thankfully it's nowhere near as bad.
Now I demand someone make an Oriental cover of I Am All of Me.
That'd actually be really cool.
I actually would love that. Like, what random thought? One of my favorite covers I have heard of a video game song. I'm gonna look it up right now. It's the Spamton boss fight theme, Big Shot.
Yeah.
But somebody did it as a I'm looking. So I want to look up the official title so I can read off as they.
I know
as
that
they build it.
one cover
Traditional
I love.
Go ahead.
You talk.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I found it so I can say it.
Oh, look at the penguins over there.
I know that one of my favorite covers was a traditional Chinese cover of Hotel California.
Wow. Oh, that's
It's actually really fucking good.
what was it? I know this is really fun. Oh my lord, hockey players.
Oh, hello, penguin. You're currently in the middle of the crossfire. You might want to move somewhere else.
Not Kanade.
I was about to say, careful, those guys might hurt Pearly.
We're being attacked by the NHL.
My joke is going to be saying like, Penguin, you have to get out of here. The Canadians are coming.
Anyway, what were you going to say, Logan?
I know one of my favorite mashups. I think by either Shoopfex or I think it was Shoopfex. They did a mashup of Hotel California and the credits theme to Nichijou.
Wow.
That was a fun one.
You're free, fellow penguins.
What about the Spamton thing?
Oh, it's called Big Shot, the traditional Japanese version with like a Shinto flute and everything. Like it's like really good. Yeah, those
The
kind
guy
of
was
covers,
just
I think,
minding his own business. He's just there.
Yeah, well, he was also, well, hey, he was in the way.
Are we sure he isn't the villain?
I mean, to be fair, as far as the current world of 2000 Mayo is concerned, he may as well be the bad guy.
Okay, so I found All of Me, but it's a Vocaloid cover, and I don't think that's the one.
Oh well.
Remember? Oh my god! In the midst of all of this, like AI stuff, remember Vocaloids?
Yeah.
Yeah? I mean, the world still does, technically, to some degree.
I miss Vocaloids.
But here's the difference. Vocaloids, like, with Vocaloids,
he finally caught up.
it was a contractual thing. I don't know how to explain it. Basically, Vocaloids were made specifically for that. AI covers are not. That also, a lot of Vocaloid songs are their own songs. People still have to write them. They're not AI-generated songs.
Right.
That's why it was so fun. Like, the idea was that, like, back then, that's what they were meant to be. They were meant to be a tool that people who couldn't sing could use. Like if you couldn't.
Everybody remember this callback?
Hey!
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Yeah, that was the whole. Yeah, that was the whole goal. Was like, hey, I want to create music. I don't have the resources to find or hire a a singer. Therefore, I'm going to do.
But
Therefore,
okay, but here's
I'm just gonna do this to fill the gap.
Yeah, that's fine.
This one there's some health up here, or whatever. Also, I love how amongst the the freaking military force in this region, they're all fighting with fucking ouch hockey sticks.
Yeah, I know. It's the NHL. That's who was attacking us.
Oh, but they're not the worst we have to deal with. Now we have to fight a mammoth.
Oh, the poor thing.
Jesus.
I love how Strider has the common sense to run away.
My life is agony.
Yeah, I kind of feel it, man.
That's a mood, Frozen Mammoth. That's a mood.
Man, poor Manny's seen better days.
Damn.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, given the circumstances, this is still a less torturous existence than starring in 4 Ice Age movies.
That's one too many.
I thought there were 5.
There were 5.
Well, I'm counting all the sequels. Well, the second and third ones are fine enough, but 4 and 5 did not need to exist anyway.
Yeah.
They did not. Well,
I've not seen 5, but I do agree that the 4th one shouldn't have existed.
the 4th one, I will at least say, gave us
The 4th one was fun, but it wasn't needed.
No, it was.
Let it be known that in my eyes, Ice Age, the only things that matter in Ice Age are the first movie, the second movie, and that Scrap finally got his nut.
Yay!
Oh yeah.
Then a couple jokes in the third movie because just a guy who goes like, "You mean you died?" Sadly, yes, but I lived.
But I lived.
Just Buck in general, like Buck. I know I mentioned it in a few videos, but like Buck is like the one thing that like just barely redeems Ice Age 3 in my eyes.
Thank you, Simon.
Simon Pegg's a fun actor, and speaking of fun actors, I forgot his name, but the oh crap,
Ouch.
ow, the villain from 4. I remember being
Also, real quick, Logan, gravity's inverted. You know what that means?
What does that mean? Jesus fuck.
What did we deal with in the last game that also involved fuckery of gravity?
Oh boy.
Oh boy, we're gonna go into the spin cycle again.
Just wait.
Yay.
It'll happen, I promise.
It was one of my favorite bosses just because of how trippy it got.
Isn't the villain of 4 like a pirate orangutan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's voiced by Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage, yes, that
Peter
was it.
Dinklage.
And it was like, it was so cool. I don't know, like, first of all, as the design goes...
These are researchers?
Yeah, they got mutated into a walrus and whatever that other one is.
right in front of our eyes. But we can't see because the freaking UI is in the way. But
Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that in this in the Mayo year of 2000 that there's been a lot of really bad shit that's been going on in the world, like terrorism's on the rise, a lot of diseases and genetic mutations, starvation. Just it's a really sucky place to live in.
sounds all right.
Good thing we don't have any of those problems, right?
By the way, Logan.
Yes, Matt.
The joke.
Ow!
Never mind.
You're fine, keep going. Ow! I'm just trying to figure out what's up and down in this world.
After you killed the walrus guy. Teefs, no!
No.
Don't remind me of that
Teefs.
poor... Like, Teefs and Floor, like, they just have my hard rants of those two.
They got done dirty. And here we are, the gravity core. But it's
Yep,
not.
here it is.
But it's not doing the fun thing.
Give it time.
Ow.
What have you defeated before it starts doing the fun thing?
I'll be mad. I'll say restart the level.
Just restart it outright.
Restart the world.
Restart the game.
There it is. It's doing the fun thing. Yay!
Now time for the easy part.
Okay, kill it.
Jesus.
Logan was satisfied that day. Now massacre that son of a bitch.
Good times.
I'm going the right way.
That was my favorite Thursday. So, now we have... What the hell?
Whatever this is.
Oh.
I can't tell what it's... I think I see its head in the front, but he seems like even he's confused. Oh, it's the Kraken. How could I have mistaken
I don't think
Kraken
Kraken
Wait, what were you
whatsoever?
saying, Logan?
What was I saying?
It's either
Oh yeah. The fact that like the villain, Lord Captain Gut, I think was his name.
Yeah.
Like his design, like I'll straight up say his design went like kind of hard, and I really love like how imposing he was. The fact that like they would do things like use like the top of his fur like fanning out to shape itself like a pirate's captain's hat. Like
Oh,
I don't know,
yeah.
things like that was really fun. And Peter Dinklage is a fun actor.
Then, of course, keeping the tradition of Ice Age villains being
cow.
brutally fucking murdered.
He deserved it.
Absolutely deserved it.
This was more off-screen, like, you know, chomped on by sea monsters and less
Impaled by a icicle.
icicle. Right. And I forgot how the
What's that?
dinos died.
Being
in
crushed to
two.
death underwater.
Okay.
I thought they made enemies with the mammoths.
No, wait. Oh, wait,
Well,
you're
no,
thinking...
like in Ice
I'm
Age
talking
2,
about
the I was about to say, wait, in Ice Age 2, like the dinosaurs that were trying to kill everyone, they were swimming dinosaurs anyway. So what harm would water do?
They're still, like, crushed under something. Fair.
Okay.
Oh my lord, that's terrifying.
Huh?
What?
Give me a
Just
second.
What, that guy's
Defeat-
mustache? Also, hello, penguins.
Defeat him.
Pink
Yes, Lord Fry Sauce.
Oh yeah, it should also have been said, like,
Sorry.
up until recently where we uncovered him in El Dorado, Grandmaster Mayo's literally been buried for the past 2,000 years.
good. He deserves it.
Also, oh, wait, you were
headed-
saying, Logan?
That I looked into. Remember that thing I posted? We must pursue Balrog and challenge
We're
him.
heading on back to the battleship.
Wait, Balrog. That's the wrong franchise.
I was saying, I don't think we're gonna be able to beat this guy in a boxing match. He looks way too big.
Right?
Or I think he's out of our
Anyway,
weight class.
Anyway, what were you saying, Logan?
That I didn't. It was something I didn't even notice until I really saw it like in motion. But remember that thing I shared earlier, James, on how Disney, Disney somewhere in that one Disney Plus TV show or whatever thing called Prom Pact, like had like
Yeah.
was using like digital scans of actors to be background actors in the row. Like
Yeah, that whole thing.
now that I'm actually seeing it in motion, it is so much worse than I thought. I thought by digital scans they meant, oh, we have. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
I thought it was gonna be, oh, we have some B-roll footage of them in front of a blue screen. Let's just slap that in there and not even bother trying to layer it. No, I'm talking like they created a PlayStation 2 model of some human beings, took like 5 of them and copy pasted them in the audience. And I'm not talking like in the far off distance of a stadium shot. I'm talking like we're in a high school gymnasium and they are one row behind the actual actors on the basketball team.
Hey, Strider, you can't get me from over here! Piece of shit.
Well, he was almost right.
You were, but I know exactly. I was so ready to be just like the pause of. Well then,
Oh, shit.
oh, you're gonna hit me really hard.
Probably wonder how I got into this situation.
Jeez.
Cut to the frickin' Psycho. You're gonna hit me really hard now, aren't you? Yep.
Remember in... I can't remember what movie. I think it was a Disney Channel movie or something. They revealed there was a big like stadium shot and stuff like that, and a lot of the actors were like they actually paid extras to be in the movie. But then like it's like, oh, we can't pay extras to be in every single seat, so we'll fill a lot of seats with just dummies and all that.
Fair.
And it worked then. In fact, I think
Because
it
it's
can
in
work
the background, you
still.
can't notice all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cow.
What is wrong with you, Disney?
So yeah, no. If you want to take a quick peek, you do not have to put this clip in the video. But if you want to take a quick peek, I put the clip of it in motion in movie chat, and we actually see it. It is embarrassing for 2023.
Oh my god!
What the hell?
Like you couldn't find 4 people. You couldn't find 4 people Not to mention, if you look at the background, like, there are still people, like, dancing. You couldn't have asked 4 people to sit down?
Like, oh my god, that's... Holy shit.
And, like, their arm movements is so stiff trying to... It is worse than Second Life. It is, again, embarrassing.
It's especially noticeable with that one woman in the yellow shirt.
Yeah!
But, like, again, if you're gonna do something like this for any reason, why would you make it so obvious?
Like, here's the thing. That thing I mentioned, again, I thought it was like a Disney movie or something. I can't remember what movie it was for. I think it was like for a Disney or a Disney Channel movie. The scene that they showed with all the dummies in the background was in a poorly lit, dim room that was like an arena and all that.
Right.
So you can really even notice them. This is bright, right in the fucking forefront. Right in the fucking forefront.
Right in front of everyone to see.
Also, I love these guys. Literally just, they're working on the wall over here while I'm dealing with all this. Hi, fellas.
Oh, I really want to see what the reaction would have been to that. Let's see. I want to see what happens.
If they even have a reaction.
Let's see.
Oh.
It's okay, kids. They're androids. It's okay. They're androids in this future, so we can do whatever we need to do.
They're the wrong children.
Aww.
It sounds really bad and out of context.
But I mean, it is kind of.
I want to see blood.
I know. No, that is kind of. Yeah, no, you're right, too. It's odd. It's kind of awkward. Not awkward. It's kind of weird. It's like
the Grandmaster Mayo's children, inheritors of his intellect, his strength, his bravery.
Cut to these guys.
His college internship at a deli's that one time.
I built this wall, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, this is what happens when a jar of mayonnaise plays God.
Can't be done. Seriously.
Now what?
Coming through.
We sit, and we stare. The hell?
Also, this I don't entirely
Wait,
get.
we have to kill the girl in the cage now?
Apparently the power source of the whole ship is a fucking mermaid?
It's an orphan?
Yeah, a little tiny orphan.
What? It's powered by by a forsaken child?
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I didn't use the whole thing.
Oh, so I like...
I'm making a Venture Brothers reference.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, I'm just going like, man, 2,000 years ago, like 2,000 years from now, Handsome Jack would get a good idea from this and go, man, I'm gonna do the same thing to my daughter.
That's so. That
literally turn her into a power source.
Yeah, and I'll say to him, yeah, no, you learned that Angel, the AI that's been helping you this whole time, was his daughter, another siren or something, and I'll say to him what I said to these people, it's a stupid idea to do that.
So, terribly sorry to do this to you, man, but you gotta go.
But I will.
I don't make the rules.
But I will always say the live-action actress that they got for her, and then later spoilers for Lilith,
really
a cool little idea.
Yeah. I will also say.
Then Borderlands 3 came around and fucked it up.
Also, I'm still worried about that Borderlands movie.
I forget, why are we upset about it? Why are we worried? Is it because it's Eli Roth, or?
No, like Eli Roth, like I feel like he could have done a good Borderlands, but that thing is in bad production hell now, and not due to the SAG-AFTRA strike.
Right.
Although I imagine that's not helping matters.
I mean, hey, but I know Jamie Lee Curtis is involved.
Guys, it's Admiral Wilhelm.
Wilhelm?
When he dies, please put in the screen.
No.
Assuming the game doesn't do it already.
For some reason.
Yeah, I'll spoil the warnings. It doesn't.
Oh,
I wish it did, but it doesn't.
For some reason, visually, this guy made me more so think of. I'm sorry, Strider. I have no choice.
Oh my god.
He does. I mean, I was honestly thinking more so the Colonel than freaking General.
Oh, the General's the big boy.
You know, Crimson Chin, the Crimson Chin Colonel.
Yes.
But yeah, we've taken him down, and surprisingly, he didn't blow to smithereens.
Why?
Why must you do this? You are only one man.
You have no chance to destroy garlic sauce.
That's not a thing.
It is if you go to fucking Papa John's.
I can think of like garlic butter, but
Yeah, cool. Here, look, I combined water and peanut butter. Now I've created peanut sauce. That's not enough. You got to add more to it than that.
Okay, it's garlic butter, to be fair.
For the last time, Strider, it's mayo.
Man, I want garlic bread.
I know, me too.
That does sound good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get garlic bread. Be right back, guys.
Cheddar garlic bread would sound amazing.
I swear to God, I'll destroy you, Thousand Island.
God.
I'll destroy you, Thousand Islands, on the 3rd moon.
You're telling me at no point, Matt, are you gonna actually use the obvious right in front of your face joke of,
Now, it is time that I end this, Emperor Caesar.
Damn it, you took my last one, man!
that was your last one?
Yes, because it made the most sense! It's like the ultimate!
It does make the most sense.
Yes! That's
you
why
can
I was going to save it for the last!
You can say it, you can say it.
No, you took it. I have to think of a different one.
I have a suggestion. Did you already say ketchup?
Yeah, I
Not
did.
yet.
I did.
Oh, he did?
He said ketchup, he said mustard, he said ranch.
He said fry sauce, which is the ketchup and mayo.
I said garlic sauce, which is garlic butter and all that.
You said relish.
I've not said relish
A relish
yet.
is in the condiment.
Yes, it is.
I mean, yeah, it can be. Here, I'm going to
Relish
think
in
of
your defeat, Strider.
one. I'm just going to make a list of condiments.
Okay.
God, now you're just making me think of Grandmaster Mayo. You're making me think of Grandmaster Mayo, like all of his taunts is literally just him using condiment wordplay just to talk about
I got
your
one.
lies.
I got one for later.
Not gonna lie, Matt, that fucking reaction reminded me of, what me and the other group did the other night. We were making jokes about, short and long jokes. You're not gonna get the context of that in the recording, by the way. I
think
bet
we can understand what the context is.
I'll tell you later. I actually made it a millisecond joke just before one of my friends, and he was like, "God fucking damn it, you bet me to that joke!" And it was the exact same word or phrase of that joke too.
God damn it. Logan, how dare you?
That made me fucking laugh my ass off.
I think Logan legitimately went to get garlic bread.
Aw, seriously?
You
Wait,
son
we're
of a-
literally near the end of the game, dude.
You son of a bitch.
And he's missing out the important part where we actually get to see the process of how...
I'm not missing out on stuff. I'm not missing out on stuff. I'm trying to look up more lists of condiments.
I do have one when we get to it.
Okay.
Also, look, he's literally... The way he creates his own humans is he puts them in their own mayo jars.
But that's too clear to be mayonnaise.
And maybe, just maybe, he will create an army of replicants the world has never seen. And the ones that don't make the cut will become background actors in a Disney Channel movie, apparently.
You know, if you want to keep... Because it's way too devil damn clear to be mustard or any condiment, maybe if you want to keep the food thing up, just say that they're being, like, held in, like, vinegar.
I was going to say
gelatin.
I was going to say that they were being pickled.
I pickled your son.
You, Strider, are also pickled.
Now the
What?
world will turn to our pickle.
Now all of China knows you're pickled.
Damn. Alright.
Oh, hey, look, it's your favorite boss again.
It's not the same. He's not doing the fun thing.
Yes.
Just make it quick.
Yet.
Give it a bit.
Go into boost mode and just destroy it.
Jesus.
I should probably be saying this for the next fight, but fair.
God, he could have
Die
done
in
the
hell,
fun
you
thing, Logan.
pissant.
Why didn't you wait?
End in hell, you pissant.
Jesus.
It's ants.
What did he do to you?
Listen, Logan, what the fuck? Those ants didn't do anything to me in Medieval last night.
Oh, hey,
Hey
he's still
there,
alive.
Hien. Yep, he's so... Like, if you... Think about it this way. If you didn't already do, like, if you didn't already have level 0 at your disposal, this is the only time you actually see him in the game.
Can we...
Ow.
I just noticed, can we
Oh my
actually
God.
attack the head of this thing?
We can. Not really sure what the point of it, doing that is, though.
This is our final fight, Strider. I will not let you get to Lord Tabasco.
It doesn't even look like a dragon anymore. The thing looks like a humpback whale.
Is it possible
Also, you're
for...
cheating. You can't jump multiple times in midair.
That's cheating.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, that's so cheap.
I can, not you, bitch.
Like, with him multi-jumping, because I was actually about to ask, is it possible for him to accidentally, like, fall off?
I would love that. That would be a cool,
That'd be
like,
funny.
that would actually be a cool, like, secret death scene.
Ow.
You got bonked on the head. Like, look at that.
I do have one more at least locked and loaded for like the ultimate.
Fair enough. Lock and load.
You gotta
Come
pull
on.
that. You gotta pull that Tabasco trigger at some point.
There you go.
Whoa! Thank you, game.
Whoops.
So there we go. He'll never return ever again.
Yeah, no, he's dead for real this time. And now we come to the control section where Mr. Mayo himself makes his grand return.
You will never defeat me. Watch me, Lord Cheswan.
Szechuan.
Just one. Oh God. Really?
Now that's just a corny name.
I was about to say for shits and giggles, and this is gonna be a fucking obscure reference I'm gonna put here. Is like, I didn't know we're fighting Argost.
Oh my lord, it does kind of look like that. Whoa! That was an old Pokemon, I'm sure.
If you wonder who I'm talking about, he's the main villain of the Secret Saturdays.
I forgot that even existed.
Yeah,
Whoops.
me too. Like,
Whoa!
how is that show? Because I see it sporadically, and I can never gauge if people like it or not.
I like it. I still need to fully finish it, but I do like it. I even own the video game on my DS, actually.
The biggest the biggest statement I had heard was that the show was ended much too early.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, that can be said for a lot of cartoons.
It was during a dark period in TV animation.
It was just one of those things where they never really gave it a chance to, like, you know, amongst all its other things. Also, why is it not giving us
So,
a final hit?
Grandmaster Mayo may be down, but that's not the last of the creatures he will be dealing with.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
We have one more opponent amongst our midst. The
Caduceus.
Caduceus.
Caduceus?
Caduceus, what the fuck?
Caduceus say.
I didn't know we were crossing over with Trauma Center so quickly.
I was going to say crossing over with, was it? Flat. I was going to say crossing over with, oh god, I can't speak.
Ow. I'm back.
You can see how with Infinite Continues, this boss is kind of easy.
Yeah, and then it starts doing... There's this one... Okay, it starts doing this attack.
Wow!
Damn it, I wasn't in the right place at the right time. But, whether this is supposed to be another form of Grandmaster Mayo or just a creature of his own design, that's honestly beyond me.
Also, sorry, I was distracted by something. But no,
No worries.
crossover with Critical Role.
Ooh. I mean, all in all, like this. I mean, again, it is cool. It's neat to again see the mobility of Strider, and I assume he controls pretty. This is the wrong time to be asking, but like I assume he controls pretty tightly in this.
Oh.
He controls pretty tightly in this game.
He does. My only real complaint with him is that he can't walk while slashing anymore. He literally he stands to a crawl.
Dang. Die.
And he's done.
Yay!
And with that, Lord Sriracha is finally defeated.
Lord Sriracha. Rest in hell, Lord. Rest in hell, Grand Prime Minister Wasabi.
And he goes down like pink sauce.
Yes.
And so, Strider of today was able to do the exact same thing Strider of yesterday was able to do. Hell, even Mayo remembers him.
Wait, we survived 2,000 years?
That's for you to decide, because they're never going to elaborate on that.
Wow. Listen, Argos, I know I love your show, but at the same time, dude, I'm not gonna pay you that much money, man.
Finish what you couldn't do.
I'm not gonna finish that marathon, dude.
Shing!
I guess that's a yes.
And thus, here you finally defeated Lord Aku. Because that basically is just the story of Samurai Jack right here.
Hey, mission
In the matter of
accomplished.
speaking.
We
What
saved the
a
world.
foolish ninja wielding a foolish
Whoa, nah.
A foolish rider warrior wielding a magic cipher.
Coconut.
Wielding a master of condiments.
And
So yeah,
Legend.
that's
I'm
it for Starter
sorry.
2, everybody. But much like the first game, the Grandmaster is more or less cut in half. It's hard to say what the fate of the world is after this point, because we're still living in a world of, inhabited by many of
Mayo's
Mayo's
followers.
many, godly offspring.
Yeah. But I mean,
hey, look at it this way: we were able to avenge our the Strider Corporation we worked for, and he can live on in peace, I guess.
yep, until
I
Strider...
guess we're taking this in stride.
Yep, more or less.
Was there a Strider 3?
Nope, but there was a Strider reboot.
Oh, okay. So wow, we're already at that point now where, freaking many years later, we're gonna be doing the. We're gonna have to get ready for the Metroidvania next.
Yep, I'm gonna have to start strapping myself for and preparing for the reboot because, like I said before, I haven't beat that game yet. I really do need to take the time to doing so because I mean, again, it's not a bad game. I think it's worth a look.
For sure.
Beyond that, though, beyond this, beyond his 3 games, most that Hiru gets is cameo fodder for some of Capcom's other projects, like the Marvel vs. Capcom series, even Infinite, which tries to imply that he's apparently immortal.
That's true. I forgot about that bit.
Man, I
Well, with all the
still
Infinite
want...
continues, you may as well, Ben.
I still want another Marvel vs. Capcom to get the fucking taste of Infinite out of my mouth.
A good one.
Yeah, I feel you there.
It's so
Man,
bad!
it sure feels nice to finally take a vacation down in El Dorado now that the whole shit's hit the fan.
Finally. Now then, we shall have a reverent ceremony at dawn and a glorious feast tonight.
Yep, because actually one cool thing you get for beating the game the first time, especially in the PlayStation version, you also get the option to get to play as Strider Hien.
Ah.
Now, Hien controls a slight bit differently from Strider Hiru in that, he can still move the same, jump the same. His method of attack, though, is different, and I think the way his whole structure is a little bit different. In fact, fuck it, I'll do a brief demonstration.
Yeah, just to
It's the least we can give him, considering how little we actually got to see of him.
2 times, and you only even really see him the first time if you played the first Strider game. So let's see. Whoa.
Ouch. So Hien has a projectile attack.
Okay, does it home? And it looks like it homes in on enemies too.
Yep, it's honestly as far as the natural offensive capabilities, it's much better than Hiru's. Just because it's a projectile.
Now, how many can you throw, or how fast is it?
You can only throw 2 at a time.
Okay.
Not too bad, all things considered.
All right.
Yeah, it's helpful in the long run. But yeah, I guess I'll ask real quick while we're getting our closing thoughts. And what did you guys think of what you saw of Strider 2?
It's fun. It's actiony. It's very, it is a spectacle and a fun one, I think.
Agreed.
What did you think, Hype? You saw. Yep, fair enough.
What?
Yeah, wait, what was that again, Hype?
I said, yeah, I thought it looked good too.
Alrighty.
Right.
That's good.
What did you think, Matt?
I think it looks fun. I would give it a try.
I wonder if, now that I think about it, answer me this. Is it still possible to access the PlayStation 3 PSN store?
I don't think so.
I think they did remove that.
Well, if it is still possible, shit. If it is still possible, that is the only that's the most recent the most recent port this game's ever had.
Please, I know it would be a really weird thing, but now I think about it, it is weird that Strider never got a PlayStation. Remember the PlayStation Classic? It's weird that they never tried putting this game on it.
They didn't.
Oh yeah, that's right. The actual the console itself. Yeah, that. Another reason why that thing kind of stunk.
It was a fad that
They were completely capitalizing on the
SNES Classic.
Yeah, the SNES classes. Yeah, the whole NES, SNES.
The most fantastic thing to come out of that was the trailer for it, and that was it.
And to be fair, there were a few good games on there. Again, there were a couple iconic, Metal Gear Solid 1 was on there, and wasn't one of the Resident Evil games on there as well?
Yeah, the original one.
Yeah, the original Resident Evil was on there. I think it's unfortunately the director's cut version, but
it's not the DualShock version. That means anything. So the good.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, there's those. There was Final Fantasy VII, but aside from those,
and Persona.
Oh yeah, well, okay. Here's the thing: they only add that because Persona got popular later on. That first Persona game, oh boy, it's rough.
Yeah.
You had the first Rayman game.
And the first Rayman game, which is funny because I remember the commercial showed off his Rayman 2 model. And so I'm thinking, like, wait, it's Rayman 2. Where's Rayman 2?
It was so weird. Alright, Hien,
Well, I
you
mean, like, to be
screwed
fair,
up.
I hear that the PlayStation 1 version is considered the worst version of Rayman 2 anyway.
Yeah, that's also fair.
That's that,
The
everybody.
3DS would
Hien
like a
lost.
word.
And that's the game as we know it. You did it.
Yep, that's it for our time with Strider 2. Doug, actually, yeah, Doug, what did you think of the game?
Very interesting. Might pick it up myself whenever I get a chance to.
Alrighty.
Go for it.
Hopefully it's not running for too much money in the black market nowadays. But speaking of black market affairs, we'll see you all next time. God knows how long from now, when we eventually do the 2014 Double Helix Strider reboot.
Take care.
Till next time, everybody.
Bye.
Boy hoy.
Now, where's my garlic bread?